Right, so this is my planning and ideas video blog 2, my updated version. Right, so what's going to happen is I've decided that for my last video blog I was kind of unsure of what I was going to do with regards to what I was actually going to film, whereas now I know exactly what I'm going to film, know exactly what characters I'm going to use. I'm only going to use one real character. It's going to be one of those still life wooden men that artists use to kind of as a basis point for drawing people. We use one of those. That's going to be my main character. It's going to start off in a white room. Sorry, in a blank on a blank sheet of paper. So again, we've got that idea of a blank canvas, like I talked about last time. But because of the fact that my camera angle, I can't get a camera angle from directly above my character. At some point, the backdrop is gonna slip into the frame. There's nothing I can do about that. So I've decided to use that to my advantage and incorporate the backdrop into my film. Um, and yeah, so I'm going to use that to my advantage. Now the original idea was he was going to fall down a hole and end up on the beach, but it's going to be way too difficult to do that. It's going to take up way too much time. So what I've got is I've got a piece of like foam board that I'm going to cut a hole in, and he's going to crawl through that, and then end up on the beach from his own accord. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. Now once he's on the beach, I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, kind of a quicksand type scenario where he's walking along, picks up an object, creates a leak, I don't know, some water starts to spring up from somewhere, and he sinks into the sand and disappears. Now after this, what I'm going to have is, what I think I might, there's two possible options here. What I could do is I could do like a time-lapse type kind of thing where he sinks into the sand and the sand slowly washes away with the beach, with the sea, sorry, and he appears and then someone picks him up. The other idea was, after he's been buried, I was going to have him wash out of a hose pipe into, not a hose pipe, sorry, a piece of drain pipe, um, onto a location, so it looks like kind of he's been washed away by the sea and then kind of chucked out somewhere else. After this, he is then going to be uh, now with the idea of him being buried in the sand and then the sea washing away the sand, and then him being picked up, he's going to be taken back. He's going to be put on his stand, because obviously they have stands in my house. Whereupon he will come back to life and fall off the stand. He's then going to be taken away by my dog. We'll just call it a dog. Uh, and then he's going to be thrown up by the dog, and that will be the end of the film. Now, with him being washed out of the drain pipe, a similar type of affair, but he won't be picked up and put back on his stand. He'll just be eaten by the dog. Now, it will depend on what I want to do on the day as to which of these two ideas I choose, but that's what we're going to narrow it down to so far.